Musician chords level 1. So in chords, harmony chords, basically here's a bit of an introduction about what chords are. So major chord has a tonic on the bottom, its quality is major, this is a root position chord. There's a minor chord, there's a major chord first inversion. That's some basic things about it, and basically it's saying that if you've got a scale and if you get the first, third and fifth note of that scale, it will create a chord or a triad. If you get a minor scale and you get the first, third and fifth note of that scale, it will create a minor triad. Alright, the difference between major and minor sounds like that. And then we're looking at first and second inversions. Basically in the first inversion triad, when we get a bottom note here and we put it up the octave, so then we end up with the E and the G in the same place, but the C that was down the bottom has now been moved up to the C up there. That's when we call it a first inversion chord. Normal position like this is called root position. Normal position like this, by the way, looks like traffic lights. First inversion will end up with having the interval of a fourth between the top two notes. In second inversion, we get both of the bottom notes, both of the bottom two notes of the root position triad, and we move both of those up the octave, so we end up with just the original top note in its normal position. The other two have been moved up. We end up with a fourth between the bottom two notes now, and that's called second inversion. If you do another inversion on top of that, so get the bottom note here, the G, and put that up an octave, you'll end up with the same root position triad, but just simply up an octave from what it was before. Alright, and then it starts looking into dominants, sevenths, which we looked at anyway in one of the other topics. So we might just get into it because what you have to do for chords in level 1 is actually pretty easy. So you just need to click in major and minor root position chords, starting from middle C. Okay, so this is really very simple. What chord is this? Okay, now the best way I would recommend to do this is go to the solfege ladder. Remember that in our discussions on everything that we've been looking at so far, anything that starts on a La and goes up is some sort of minor chord normally. So certainly this is like the first note of the minor scale, the third note and the fifth note of the minor scale, La, Do, Mi. Alright, so this is the minor root position chord. This one starts on Do. Anything going from Do to Do is a major scale, so this is like the first, the third and the fifth note from the Do to Do scale. So this is a major triad. Easy. Do. We need to click in the notes that would be the major chord. So Do, Mi, So. You just leave out the ones in between, and that is the correct answer. Once again, this one starts on Do, it's a major triad. This one starts on La, it's a minor triad. This one starts on Do, click in the Mi and the Sol. This one is on La, so it must be minor. And that's how pretty much how easy that one is. The only thing we haven't done so far is done a version where they give you a La and you've got to click in the Do and the Mi. Alright, but that's all you would need to do if they asked you that